and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose. Welcome and thanks for watching. The end. On two. So the Houston starting five. Tari Eason is out there. Now Baran Şengün. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Brooks in at the three. And for the Lakers, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Hayes. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the one. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Over to the left wing. Şengün, the screen. To the left side wing. The three. Rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt inside, working on Green, and book it for Vanderbilt.
Luka's peripheral vision off the charts. Getting wide open, and he's going to find you.
Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Out to James, out of bounds, as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal. Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Doncic passes to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
And we're joined.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time. Woo. Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
James, a screen on Thompson. Thompson against Doncic. Pass to James. Three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. Here's Green. Now here's Eason. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
one of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
James against Thompson. Vanderbilt, a screen on Thompson. Here's James. Thompson pulls it in.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Şengün, the screen. And Thompson gets the three.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Drops in the layup for two.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Here's Green. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Green's got 8 points.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. .133 left in the first quarter.
Whoa! One of Green's primary attributes, speed. And when he combines that speed with staying under control, that's a problem.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
From deep, here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Houston. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Great open look there.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Doncic passes to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
That's the competitive fire that burns with LeBron James. He's happy to come right back with one of his own.
Here's Şengün. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lakers trail by 10. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Kept alive. James outside. Goes back up. Pass to Hayes. 6 to shoot. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. The shot comes out.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not 7 from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
So the Rockets 5 now. They've got Dillon Brooks. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Green, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Doncic on the wing. This one for 3. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Rockets ball.
Houston leading by 8. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Here's James. Rockets with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And here's Green from the arc. Look at Green showing off his range.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went second overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Şengün. And here is Thompson. Outside for Green. Şengün, the screen. Green with the ball. Hayes picks him up. Şengün, no good. Lakers trail by 13. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Coach is loving the ball movement.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Green in the post. Guarded by Doncic. Oh, he misses the dunk. Here's Hayes. Kicks it to Doncic. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, Green looking swift on the break.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And there's James from the arc. LeBron fires and hits a three.
And when James is knocking down his threes, watch out. This offense is dangerous.
Outside, Green. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Doncic against Thompson, and it's Doncic missing. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Green for 3. Ooh, poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 12-point game. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Eason. From deep, here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. Vanderbilt finds James. Another shot. Outside Finney-Smith. From the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Lets a 3 fly. That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson. Eason's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Rockets lead by 15. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Doncic passes to James. Top of the key jumper, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Three-pointer, Brooks. And Houston, another 3.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Green. And so it's Houston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. We'll be right back after this word. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Alex Len is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. Lakers trail by 20. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Shot is good by Reeves.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
It's Tate on the wing. Green with a screen on Milton. And it's Tate off the drive. And the layup is good off the glass. Tate's gotten his first bucket of the night. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Outside Whitmore. Count it. Whitmore's got his first 2 points.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Milton passes to Goodwin. He drops it from range.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And it's Tate off the drive. Pass to Landale. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Reeves. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Tate against Milton. Puts up a deep 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside Whitmore. The 3 is up. Len pulls it in. Lakers trail by 16. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure.
And here's Tate outside. No good there.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Shot is good by Reeves. Reeves has got 6.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Smith outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the long J.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Here's the pick. Here's Milton. Pass to Reeves. It's picked off. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Houston leading by 17. Outside Whitmore. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. Another 3 from Houston.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Reeves with the ball. Green picks him up. Back to Reeves. To end the run. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Smith outside. Rebound by the Lakers.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Outside Reeves. Outside Milton. Reeves with a screen on Tate. Milton with it. Tate picks him up defensively. He shoots a three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Rockets lead by 19.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
The kick out to Milton. Puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go. Milton's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And so it's Houston with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Jalen Green. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 2. Outside, Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James outside. Off target with the 3. Houston leading by 18. Here's the break. The 3 from Thompson. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
3 points.
Green's got 3 assists now in this one. James, a screen on Thompson. Doncic passes to James. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Here's Green. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Lakers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Vanderbilt. Can't connect from short range. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Şengün in the post. Finney-Smith's there. The 3 from Thompson. And another shot. Outside, Green. Right wing, 17-foot shot on the way. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one. Left side, Vanderbilt. Banked it in off the glass.
Vanderbilt.
And it's Green with the ball for Houston. Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Pass to Şengün from deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Out to James. Here's Hayes. Back to James. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown.
Superb work in the pick and roll that time by LeBron James. Such a pro at executing in these sets. Takes advantage of whatever mistake the defense makes.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tries to break his ice. Doncic passes to Hayes. Outside Vanderbilt. No good on the 3. The Rockets lead by 19. Pass to Green. Driving inside.
Oh, what a throwdown! When Green turns on the speed, watch out. Blew by the defense on the drive that time.
Vanderbilt finds Doncic. There's the triple. Outside Finney-Smith. Second shot opportunity. No luck on that one. Green with the defensive effort. Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter.
Oh, man, what a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, Doncic passes to James. And again, the Lakers no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Brooks outside. Pass to Eason. Outside for Brooks. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. And a nice finish on the layup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Doncic on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Green. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Doncic passes to James. To end the drought. No good. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm a medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka Doncic, because he understands windows of opportunity, has the footwork and the change of pace, the drive is easy for the Don.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Launches it. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Doncic with a screen on McDaniel. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Wow, gritty play by Rui Hachimura. Doesn't let the foul prohibit him from finishing.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Great contest by the defender. When that's a dunk, you've got to put down in his face.
LeBron dishes to Hayes. Launches a three. LeBron, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rando kicks to Edwards. Nifty move. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
And it's good for 2. Randall's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
James, a screen on McDaniel. Doncic. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
For 3. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
It's James atop the key. Randall outside. A floater. Hachimura grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And James throws it down.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Timberwolves trail by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Here's LeBron. Anthony Edwards making his last shot.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to McDaniel. Drills the three-pointer.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Doncic against McDaniel. James wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. LeBron's got his second bucket tonight.
And there's the competitive fire of LeBron, getting those 3 points right back. Always quick with an answer.
Now here's Randall. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Doncic finds Hayes. Randall against LeBron. Into the lane. Takes it off the glass. LeBron's got his third basket of the night.
Just a phenomenal drive to the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
Out to Edwards from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Doncic passes to LeBron. He got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
He's out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's James in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. LeBron passes to Doncic. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it also allows you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Randall against Hachimura. Pass to McDaniels. Fires for 3. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
And what you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor he wants to, and now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's McDaniels. The rebound by James. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hachimura. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Luka from way downtown.
Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. Out to Edwards. There's the 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Lakers leading by 3. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence.
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Doncic. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, the Lakers.
We know that Luke is a 3-level scorer. He's elite from any range. That time he goes to the midi.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so DiVincenzo nails both of them. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Randle throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
McDaniels against Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. Kicks it out to LeBron. Lets it go with a 3. From range, LeBron is good.
You see there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 11 points. And here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Shoots over McDaniel. No good from 18. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Naz Reid. Joe Ingles is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the power forward. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For the lead, it's hauled in by Goodwin. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing, And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Now, here's Milton. Scoreless thus far. Count that one. And now a 4-point Laker lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Goodwin with the steal. Oh, and here comes Goodwin all alone. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Milton with it. Lets it go from deep. A shot missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Vanderbilt kicks to Milton. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Lakers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the basket by Ingles.
I'll tell you, this guy recognizes when driving lanes are available. Joe Ingles waits until it opens and then seizes the opportunity.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Alexander Walker passes to Ingles. Reed with a screen for Ingles. Pass to Reed for the lead. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for L.A. The lead is 2. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Back to Reeves. And off the left side of the rim. And he swirls in for him. Reeves has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. Here's Shannon. He's defended by Reeves. Shots good by Shannon.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Goodwin kicks to Milton. Minnesota with the rebound. Pass to Ingles. Here's Shannon. Up top, Reed. Guarded by Len. Got a piece of it. And now here's Goodwin. The fast break chance. Reed against Vanderbilt. Reeves outside. Now here's Milton. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. Reeves has got 5 points so far.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Milton. Reeves outside. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 7-point Laker lead.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Ingles. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Oh, he got it to go!
How about that?
Yeah, that is a timely three-pointer there. They had to keep it within.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Lakers on top, up 4. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got LeBron James. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. James, the pass to Doncic. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. Now McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 4. LeBron gathering speed. And the dump by LeBron.
LeBron James just reads the floor so well. If a lane opens, he will exploit it and get to the cup off the drive.
Count it good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Cans it from downtown. And the Lakers lead by 7.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Edwards can't hit.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
James kicks to Doncic. Back to James. Doncic outside. Back to James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Traps in the tray.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And foul on the shot, Hills. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David. Edwards inside.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Here's Doncic. Luka throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And he finishes nicely on the way. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And he gets it to go. James has got 24 points.
It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he uses the glass on the way.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
1:19 left in the game. Floats it up for James flashes in the alley-oop.
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Doncic comes with the double team. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Lakers leading by 6. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Doncic. Finney Smith with it. Screen by James. Pocket 6. Finney Smith kicks to Hayes. And here's Doncic from the arc.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
LeBron against Randall. And here is James. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. No good on that one. Now, here's McDaniel. And so the Lakers take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg...
Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard. And for Houston, they've got Thompson. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Jalen Green, and it's Şengün in at center, locking down the middle. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
DiVincenzo against Green. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. Here's Green. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. We played just over a minute here in the first. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that tug.
Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
DiVincenzo can't hit. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Şengün, the screen. DiVincenzo against Green. Drives to the hoop. And he converts the layup. Green's got 7 points in the game.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Pass to McDaniels. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Şengün with a steal. Three-pointer. And Jalen Green with the three. He's got 10.
Can't play too far off of Green because he's skilled at pulling up and torching you.
Randle deciding where to go with it. To the middle. McDaniels passes to Randle. DiVincenzo against Green. Just 5 on the clock. And a two-handed jam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
Randle against Eason. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Green. He's got 12. 1:25 left now in the first quarter. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Here's Şengün, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Back to Green. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebound Minnesota. 34 seconds left to play in the first. McDaniels from long range. Good work defensively by Brooks. Houston leading by 6. Green with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Eason, good.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Eason against Randall. And he banks in the layup. Randall's got his second basket of the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Rockets ball.
Green for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
On the court for Minnesota. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
McDaniels against Green. Pass to Şengün. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Outside McDaniels. It's rebounded by Houston. Now here's Green. He's got 14. Green to the rack. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, talk about a quick first step. Green just blows past defenders.
DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Eason. Here's Randall. Thompson pulls it in.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Edwards looking it over. The 3. Edwards on the attack in transition.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
And that one's good. Green.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Şengün, the screen. And it's Green missing. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's McDaniels. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Green. He's got 18. Şengün, a screen on Edwards.
2 minutes
to the left wing. Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Thompson in the post. Guarded by Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Now here's DiVincenzo to the paint. Şengün with a steal.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Outside for Brooks. Screen by Eason. And it's Green off the drive. Edwards pulls it in.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
DiVincenzo against Brooks. The ball's knocked loose.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Buries it from three.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now here's McDaniels. The shake. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. And so it's Houston with it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Thompson passes to Green. Screen by Eason. Outside for Brooks. To the wing, right side. Şengün. Another three from Houston. Here is DiVincenzo. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Houston. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Smith out there with Green. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Whitmore in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Rockets lead by 11. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense. Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Houston has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Landale with a screen. Here's Whitmore. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And Shannon gets it to go.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Now here's Whitmore. Defense right on it. The offensive rebound. Outside, Green. Smith against Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. There's the three. It doesn't go for him. Timberwolves trail by 8. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our side eyes on opponents. Ryan, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Yeah, that one's good. Whitmore.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Rockets lead by 13. Whitmore with it. Uses the glass on the layup. Whitmore's got 6.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Ingles passes to Reed. From deep. Tate grabs the board. The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Green.
2 minutes.
Knocked loose. Here's Tate. Green. A screen. Tate inside. No points yet. 5 to shoot. For 3, Smith. Doesn't go that time.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
The Rockets lead by 13. Outside Whitmore. Out left to the wing. Here's Landale. That 3's off the mark. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. They get the rebound. Pass to Shannon. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Houston. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Now here's Whitmore. He's covered closely, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Outside, Alexander Walker. 29 seconds left in the third.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Now here's Whitmore. Not a lot of room. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
12 seconds left in the third. To the right side. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's Houston going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
First personal foul.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Naz Reid. Joe Ingles is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the 4. Gobert with a screen on Green. For 3, DiVincenzo. Gobert passes to McDaniels. They shoot again. Oh, and there's Rudy Gobert. A fantastic play.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Green. Green in the lane.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
McDaniels, a screen on Eason. Pass to McDaniels. Five on the clock. Outside Edwards. Here's the lob. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Green against McDaniels. On the attack, Green. Here's Şengün. No good with the triple. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Down by 15. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Now Green. And the layup is good. Green's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Green against Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Green with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 15.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Right side, McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Green against McDaniels. And here's Thompson for 3. Sinks the tray.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Green in the post. Working on McDaniels. And it's Green off the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Green's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Rockets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Green.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Back to Şengün. Outside for Brooks. From downtown, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Randall can't hit. They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's hammered home by Green.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat
Welcome, everyone. Now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Rockets, they've got Tari Eason. Thompson is out there with Green. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Now, here's Green after Luka Doncic's miss. And Green slams it in.
One of Green's many advantages is how quickly he gets off the floor.
Doncic passes to Reeves. From way outside. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Another shot. Back to Doncic. Clock at 4. Launches it. Oh, that's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We played just over a minute here in the first. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Thompson. And it's the Rockets on the break. From deep, Green. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And it's encouraging to watch Green knock down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
So, RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Here's Reeves. 5 on the clock. Pass to James. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
And it's Green with the jam.
And he just staples from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's LeBron. The 3. Cranes the three-pointer. LeBron's got 5 now.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a 3-point basket.
Green kicks to Şengün. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's all knotted up.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Green. That's his 4th basket of the game. And he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
Ooh, that's just so soft. Green just trickled that one in.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Rockets with the rebound. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Eason. Thompson outside. Back to Eason. And some nice passing there by Houston. Şengün with the screen for Green. Takes the 3. And Şengün gets it to go on the assist by Green.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
The kick out to LeBron. Driving in and finished off by LeBron.
With his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He wants to put the D in a difficult position whenever he gets the chance.
Now here's Green. He's got 9. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Stolen by Brooks. They kick it out to Green. Eason, a screen on Reed. A second chance effort. Back to Eason. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And that does it for the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And
look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. That is a dunk contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Doncic dishes to James. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton.
Ooh, flashy move from Luka.
Oh, that's just not fair. Doncic's just so crafty, he can make you look downright foolish.
Green kicks to Şengün. Back to Green. Pass to Şengün. At the elbow, Green. Şengün against James. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Lakers trail by 8. Doncic looking it over. In the corner, it's James. Oh, good with the triple. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. That one good for 2. Thompson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Doncic misses in close.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Green kicks to Brooks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it out to James. A 3-ball. And again, the Lakers no good. Rockets leading by 10. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Green outside. The offensive rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Eason with a screen for Brooks. Connects from 3-point range. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Doncic passes to James. James a screen on Thompson. Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report.
Whenever the opponent makes a three, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on James.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attack.
Nice finish. Green has been locked in, really powering this offense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. James dishes to Doncic. James sets the screen for Doncic. Plays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 6.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Screen by Şengün. And Green slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to the dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Green is out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Whitmore. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. And it's Landale in at the 5 down low. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Talvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
It's stolen by Green. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Here is the open 3 to cap the break. Smith's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Rockets. Fires from 14. Hayes, no good.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Rockets leading by 22. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Now Whitmore hasn't made one yet.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
For Houston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could easily get the job done there.
And both free throws good for Whitmore. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Connect, covered by Smith. Connect, no good. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Kept alive. Land against Smith. 6 to shoot. Here's Landale. In the corner, Tate with it. For 3. Good on the three-point shot. Tate's only got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Vincent. Here's the 3. Now here is Hachimura. Now Len. Here's Vincent. Tipped away. And it's Houston's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Tate, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Rockets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And they recover it. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Landale. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Lakers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. .133 left in the third quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic LU jam.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
At the top of the key, Len. That one goes in.
Alex Len.
1:07 left to play here in the third. Here's Whitmore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Whitmore's got 5 points in the quarter.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And it's Connect in the corner. Pass to Goodwin. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Yep, that one goes. Whitmore's got 7 points in the game.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's a good screen. Vincent the pass to Goodwin. From the arc. Landale grabs the miss. Rockets have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Whitmore with it. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. And so it's Houston with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Vincent is out there with Goodwin. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Len. And it's Connect in at the small forward.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the dunk by Eason.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Los Angeles with another miss. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Some nice passing there by Houston. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. From deep, Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Reeves has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Şengün with the screen on Doncic. Brooks gets to Şengün. Thompson for 3. And it's Luka with the rebound. Doncic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And it's Green slamming it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Reeves with the screen on Thompson. Doncic finds James. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shot's good by Green.
The corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Reeves with the screen for Doncic. There's the triple. Hayes, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Şengün with the screen for Green. Hayes with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Oh, Reeves in position. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And that one hits back iron. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Şengün with a screen on Reeves. And Green slams it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Green.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
LeBron against Thompson. LeBron outside. There's the pick. Pass to Hayes. Kicks it out to James. Doncic outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Green. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Şengün with the ball. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Lakers with the ball. Doncic way outside. Şengün with the rebound. Thompson outside. Drives to the hoop. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches.
So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Luka Doncic. Rui Hachimura is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Hayes, and it's James in at the two-guard spot.
Nice, smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is it...
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Hachimura finds Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And here's Doncic outside. James outside. Hachimura with a screen on Randall. Here's James. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock from deep. A deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
LeBron's greatest gift to me is how he sets up so many teammates with catch-and-shoot opportunities. It's nice to see them return the favor.
Slam that thing through.
A nasty two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Edwards for 3. Sinks it from distance. Edwards got 8 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Doncic. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Hachimura against Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. For 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Lakers trail by 8. Here's James. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has gotten his second bucket.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Pass to Gobert. Randall outside. Here's DiVincenzo. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Doncic passes to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. He has 7.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Gobert, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
It's James with the drive. And it's James with the jam.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left in the first. There's a screen. Here's Randall.
When LeBron is engaged on defense, he's a real problem at that end of the floor, too. Terrific job changing the shot.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. Working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer. Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Doncic against McDaniels. Pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 5. Oh, there's the alley. Randall with a steal. He's got a clear path. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 6. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing they've done is look to shoot from the mid-range often. So far, it's really paying off for them.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Hayes in at the center position, filling out the middle.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Out to James. Launches a 3. They get it back. Hachimura outside. Pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron, attack mode. Rebound Minnesota. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Doncic, a screen on Randall. Randall with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Lakers trail by 11. Hachimura with a screen on McDaniels. Doncic finds Hayes. Will it go? There's the drive. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. The kick out to Edwards. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. 6 to shoot. James with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
That's a big turnaround right there. LeBron answering right back with the 3. He knows momentum is in the balance, and he wants it to swing his way.
Here's DiVincenzo, and that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Edwards looking for an opening. And he lobs it up top. Oh! Rudy on the lob.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
James outside. Takes it in. Wow! LeBron making some noise.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards.
right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Doncic is doubled.
Excellent defense from McDaniel. Jaden's length and activity, really a problem for shooters.
Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. 40 seconds left in the half. Randall outside. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by LeBron. Lakers trail by 9. Doncic outside. James against McDaniels. McDaniels with some nice D.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
McDaniels passes to Randall. Outside McDaniels. And he's going for the oop here.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Here's Doncic. Jump shot is good that time. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have set the tone, and the rest of the team is following.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's Minnesota up by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
These are return seconds from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And, you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Minot in at power forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Here's Milton. And he lays it up and in. Milton's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Minnesota leading by 8. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Here we go, one-on-one. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the Lakers have possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Lynn passes to Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. Here's Reeves. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 6. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Shannon. Back to Alexander Walker. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Reeves, the pass to Goodwin. And there's the screen. Back to Reeves. Shot on the wing. Good. He hits the jumper.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Pass to Reed. And he was fouled. While in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Austin Reeves picks one up. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes a first. So Reed nails them both. Lakers trail by 9. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And the Lakers have possession. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Outside, Ingles. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And Milton's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 9-point game. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Minnesota leading by 9. Down low. The kick out to Ingles. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Pass to Goodwin. Five on the clock. They get it back. Outside Reeves. Here's Goodwin. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the 3.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Outside Reed. Here's Shannon. He's covered by Reeves. Nice little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. Shannon's got 4 points in the quarter.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
They set the pick. Milton for 3. Can't get it to drop. Minnesota leading by 8. Now Alexander Walker. Outside, Ingles. Outside Reed. Takes a 3. Second chance shot. And so it's Minnesota up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What? And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron James out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer, as competitive as they come.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's DiVincenzo. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by James.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
Hachimura against McDaniels. And there's James from the arc. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Randall pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
The 3, James. Doncic. Hayes finds Doncic. The 3, James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Outside McDaniels. Launches it. Rebound, the Lakers. James, outside. Back to Finney-Smith. Off target from outside. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to field the lane and get where he needs to be.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards a screen on Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards with it. Fires from deep. Good work defensively by James.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Yes, it's good.
And you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
Against DiVincenzo. Out to the right wing. The 3, Randall. Rebounded by LeBron. Lakers trail by 4. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Doncic not afraid of the moment. Actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Edwards with it. Picked up by James. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 5 points now in the quarter.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Doncic finds James. Here he goes. And it's James inside.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot from 12. The putback.
Big time delivery. Go, Bear.
55 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. 3-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo against James. 6 to shoot from outside the arc. DiVincenzo can't hit. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
James outside. miss there on the triple. Hayes against Gobert. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they
Time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm the menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let me see your best. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him run,
NBA basketball. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. They've got Tari Eason. Green is out there with Thompson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And for those who are tuning in for offensive fireworks, Doris might be a little disappointed in this one.
Right, Kev, but if you love gritty defensive play, this is the place to be. Listen, we may not get spectacular buckets, but I guarantee you every point is going to be well earned.
Brooks with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark. And now Minnesota on the fast break. It's stolen by Green. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. In the corner, it's Eason. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Edwards against Thompson. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
That shot wide open. Green's got 5.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Thompson against Edwards. Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And then jammed down as he goes right over him. Then Thompson.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Green deciding where to go with it. Out to Thompson. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. Trailing by 5. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3. He can't get it to go. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Now, here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Edwards. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Randall outside. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Green against McDaniel. Pass to Şengün. Now Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Edwards. A drive by Thompson. Great D that time from Edwards.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Edwards with the screen for DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. There's McDaniels. Buries it down low.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Green inside. McDaniels defending. Şengün passes to Thompson. From downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards from the arc. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Here's Thompson, and that one released in time, but no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So on the floor for Houston, Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Green, and it's Thompson, and it's Brooks, and at the 3.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randle has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this... You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Here's Green, takes it inside.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Over to the wing. Just over a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Green drives in. Bucket is good. Green's got 4 this quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Thompson. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Green against DiVincenzo. With the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
A nice shot by McDaniels. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Randle surveying the D, and he comes up with the deuce. Randle's got 9 points.
Well, that's Randle working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards inside, working on Thompson, and Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Green kicks to Şengün. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. DiVincenzo against Green. And here's Edwards from the arc. Şengün with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Şengün with the screen on Edwards. Pass to Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Şengün's got his first 3 points of the game.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Out to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Gobert trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Rockets leading by 3 on the wing. Brooks. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Rockets on the break. And the dunk by Eason.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Edwards. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Joe Ingles, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Reed. And it's Minot in at power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Whitmore. He gets it in there.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Here's Alexander Walker. Banked in off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And there it is for him.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Here's Shannon. Oh, good on the 3. Rockets leading by 10. From deep, Green. Offensive rebound. From outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Fires the 3. Reed misses. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And it's Whitmore missing.
pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Tate. An even 3-on-3 break. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They set the pick. Here's Ingles. An easy 2 points on the lane. Ingles has got his first points of the game.
Joe Ingles has a great feel for understanding when to shoot the jump shot or when to attack off the bounce. That is not bashful right there.
Green with a screen for Whitmore. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Shannon. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Outside, Green. And that one, good. Green's got 5 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the 3 off target.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Landale.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Here's Shannon. Tate covering. Here's Reed. And it goes down 2 points.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Whitmore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Whitmore's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Alexander Walker. Whitmore defending. Clock at 6. Here's Shannon.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Houston leading by 13. Whitmore with it. 8 points for him. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Shannon. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Jalen Green. Tari Easton is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Deep 2 from Brooks. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's 8 points for Brooks.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 16. It's stolen by Green. Three-pointer. Dylan Brooks. And that's good. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Outside Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
At the teardrop. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Pass to Thompson. Back to Green. Jacks up a three. Rebound, Minnesota. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Outside, Green. Floats one. And he sinks the layup. And the Rockets lead by 17.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Edwards against Thompson. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. Nice shot by Brooks.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Edwards on target. Drills it from way out there.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
DiVincenzo against Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Timberwolves, DiVincenzo.
No good on the second free throw.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Rockets.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Green.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And it's Houston's ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Brooks with it. Out defended by Randall. DiVincenzo against Brooks. Back to Eason. Eason with a screen for Brooks. Another miss by Houston. Down low. And Edwards slams it in. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Green. So we see Houston taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really